Namaste! Namaste, water signs! Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your next 48 hours. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. Namaste, Big Cat. Big Cat Wave, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Your next 48 hours is being kicked off with the Capricorn Moon at odds with the Sun. I know, darling dear. It is what peeping you at the post to be careful with coming off as being cold and distant around those that you care about, those that you haven't given the love and the light to. Right? Two of these and one of those. Be very careful with your behaviors today. Right? But in the evening, the Capricorn Moon will simmer down. Right? So that you can what? Unpack and compartmentalize and toe tag bitches and bitches that need the toe tag blood. Right. Let's dive in, darling dears. Let's dive in. Namaste, big cats. Glad you could join me. Let me lower the music because the birds are singing up a treat out there in my garden. My garden, the woods everywhere. They're singing. And I love to hear the birds, darling dear. Right? No, not the chicken heads or the chicken of the sea, darling dear. I said the birds, the ones that really have got two wings. Fist bump. Rose of Sharon. Namaste, Sula Zen. Glad you could pop in, darling dear. Who is there? Millie Della Prida. Millie, wagwan. Fist bump. Let's dive in. Elizabeth Williams. Big Cat Wave. Glad you could pop in, darling dear, as we kick off to see what's going on for my Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio in the next 48 hours. Right, let's lead Varun. Might as well be strong from the get-go. Good golly and gosh, somebody's wishing badness on you. We've got Fail in the reverse, darling dear. In the reverse, leaning, Big Cat. This is represented by the letters F and O. Possibly someone you told to get the fuck out of here. Get the black bags. Fetch the black bags. Yeah, it's represented by the World card in Tarot. The numbers 84, 85, 86 and 87. Somebody's going through a failure. A turn in their finances, about to be displaced. Told to get out and don't darken these doors again. Yeah. World card on its face is represented by Earth and Saturn energy, as well as fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Somebody that you've ended a cycle with, they didn't want the cycle to be over, or you're about to end it. Why? Because they're foolish, and they're always doing foolishness around you. My big cat Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Listen, I think you're about to give a village back its idiot. Really? Well, they will be what? Fighting to stay amongst you. Why? Because you're a big cat, darling dear. And everyone wants to be around the big cat. Thank you, Truth I Know. Going straight in the Big Cat Chronicles. Look, I tried to, because I keep my pen stuck to the board, right, with some blue tack. I had to struggle to get it off. Somebody's going to have a struggle trying to offload a bottom feeder over the next 48 hours. Right. All of this and that going on in your domicile, eh? Decided that you didn't like to have the slitty eye syndrome. What's that? Once you start tracking them with your eyes, you know that they're soon to go to a post-it note. And this post-it note, and then they're soon to be gone, mate. A distant memory. Fail. As I said, somebody's going for a cohesive failure. This is also somebody that doesn't want the time that they've spent in your presence to end. This also speaks about what? No closure. This speaks about what? Giving them a full-on CASHAPP. You're going to be ghosting a few over the next few days. The 2 days, the 48 hours, darling dear. This also speaks about unfinished business. You've got unfinished business with someone's or someone's else, represented by the letters F and O. Let's get some charms. If we're gonna go in, we might as well go all in. Find out everything, yeah? Yeah. Oh, you've got a plethora. A plethora. Good golly and gosh. Listen. This is a flag. On its face, darling, this person is a coward, right? A troublemaker, right? And they always come with the energies at half mast. You have somebody with what? The unsatisfied eyes in your presence. Notified by what? The glass is on its face. You've got a Sputnik watching your every move, trying to see if you've been scuppered yet. My big cat, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio. Spyation. Or is it you that's doing the spyation on a situation where no good will come of it? This also speaks about you being industrious, darling dear. Working on what? Finding what? Right next to the Hamza sign, peace in your existence. You're too busy trying to get great. Gather all of what? Your knowledge. Because when you see the sewing machine, it's about paying attention to the works that you do, the energies that are around you. I didn't even see that. You've got the hands there in color, darling dear. You want peace. You love your hairline and you want to keep it. And look, you've got what? It's the moon, darling dear, but it's in the reverse. And when it stands out this way, it talks about a waxing moon. Waxing means going away, darling dear, because you've taken the time to observe a situation and realize that the situation is not aligning with your hopes and wishes, right? And it also speaks about momentum building. Some of you are getting the strength to tell someone to get out and then come back. Or you're about to turn your shapely back. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. Because all you want is peace, darling dear. You've got two Hamzas. What's going on? Somebody didn't want peace. And the number 2 is the High Priestess. Someone you're intuitively guided to realize that they've been nothing but a window shopper in your life, right? And if they're spying, they're gossiping, darling, they are merchant of slander, always coming with the half-assed mask and the flag on its face, darling dear. Listen, if they've got a flag, well, you the coach, you understand a red flag or two, darling dear. Pay attention over the next 48 hours. Be careful with using the energy of what? Upsettedness and piss-offedness on people that don't deserve it. Because not everybody can take a what? Tongue lashing from a big cat and recover. Listen, it's their fault. You don't make trouble. I know you don't, big cat. You mind your own business. You are the CEO of minding your own business. Who's that? Black Ambience? Glad you could pop in. Fist bump. What else is going on with the skullduggery and the skullduggerous over the next 48 hours as you mind your own business? Taking those black bags could also speak about you leaving some form of employment, not happy with what's going on. Realize you're too big for that situation or circumstance. And when you get too big for a situation or circumstance, they get TCT syndrome. What's that? Can't take the big cat. Ancestral message. You get 2 off the back. Oh, no, I'm not going with that. Sorry. Can I just have 1 card, please? Yay. Chivalry is dead. You've what? Packed it in. Decided to put a sock in it. Somebody who perpetrated or pretended to be somebody of wealth, morals, dignity, right? And common sense. All of which you've realized they don't have any of these shits naives. They are lacking in all departments. And they will soon be lacking you in the department if it's a work situation. This speaks about back front neck tabbing blood. They get no S. You have a stabberer in your hemisphere, but you must remember to give that anger to the person that deserves it. Don't be what? Passive aggressive on what? Those you care about, because you will lose them. Nobody likes to be pushed around when they don't deserve it. What's this? A distorted masculine, right, next to someone who is not a scarred person. Good golly and gosh. Someone is dealing with somebody who is not above spellcastation. This also speaks about not having ancestral protection and ancestral guidance. This distorted masculine, right, is wanted at where? They want him at the bank and the police station. Listen, big cat, allow them, yeah? Let them get on with what they need to get on with. If they've got to go to prison with the prisoners, nothing to do with you, big cat. Mm-mm. No. They're a kid, are they? Well, they're not kidding, because they wasted your time and would like to come back and waste it again. Good God. This is also what a divine masculine realizing who they are. It's in the reverse. Realizing that they was in a situation where there was no spiritual guidance. You was dealing with a he-male or a she-male that was lacking in that department. This is someone that has no integrity. You was dealing with the snakes straight out of Slytherin, from the crevice of the devil's balls. Good God. Wanted at the bank and the police station, and going for a series of Zemblanity, darling dear. A series of unfortunate events. You better pay attention, right? Can I get the nails are skullduggerous? The skullduggerous. Pay attention on who the window shopper is in your life, darling dear, because you have to remember energy is everything, and you can't have them polluting your energies, not when you've got the mind to co-create. We see the two Hamzas. Peace, darling dear. This also speaks about you having that work ethic. You're a hard worker, but you're working for a bottomless pit, darling dears. Fail on its face is a loss of possession, finances. You're prepared to lose everything and chew off your proverbial foot to get away. Oh, you did. Pinkies up. All of this and that in your next 48 hours. It's a lot, guys. But fortunately, you are big cat. Okay, let's see what Sputnik is spying on. What don't they like that's going on with... Oh. Some of you may be getting your true love's first kiss, or you gave it to them, darling dear. And you've got two peace signs here for peace out, right? You gave it to them. It was given to somebody that lacked morals and is not above spellcastation. Oh, and the envy. Who can stand in the face of envy? Only a big cat, darling dear. Because you see, there's a difference between envy and jealousy. Jealousy is just jealous of what you've got. Envy, they will do by any means necessary to take away what you've got going on. Will out there be out there casting aspersions of your name, chopping it up with the other feeble-minded. Somebody's envying the fact that you will be meeting on a true love, a divine masculine in the upright, darling dear. And your work ethic is off the chain, darling dear. You work like a field hand, like an elf. You know how to get to the bag, my dear. Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio. These things they don't like. Well, let's talk about this. What's going on in the next 48 hours? What does it say about the envy? Let's start off hot. Based on they're envying your truth, darling dear. The fact that they can't what? Pull the wool over your eyes. You cannot be hoodwinked or bamboozled in the next 48 hours. Why? Because you lead with the sword of truth. Somebody's coming to you with their truth for this true love, darling dear. What does this true love want? And are they real? Baby. Because you're the queen of peace. Somebody comes to be loyal, darling dear. This is marriage material. They're wanting to get you in a nuptial kind of a way. This also speaks about what? A business partnership. You may even meet this person through your business endeavors. Because I told you, you work like a field hand. Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody coming with true loyalty. If they've got progeny, they're an excellent parent. It also comes in with what? Somebody wanting to do everything, what? Do the damn thing with you. Base of the deck. Queen of Wands. There's two people that don't like the fact that you'll be going into this new love situation, right? Because they wanted to be the what? Pygnisha in the situation. Whomsoever's picking you or you're picking them, darling dear. They're coming from a past where there was no chivalry there. They was dealing with the wicked. The Queen of Wands also speaks about you looking fabulous, gorgeous and lovely, sexy in them streets, being divinely guided. You are a natural born leader. Some of you are what? Speakers. You speak in public. Could be on a financial level. The Pentacles also speaks about health. You could be a mental health worker or have an alternative therapy. It also speaks about businesses, darling dear. This could be your true love. Whatever you're doing in the business field, you're going to find a new love and new what? Understanding as you continue to put your third eye on bitches and mitches, and not only what? using your discernment and being divinely guided. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is confident, darling dear. You're leading with it. This is why you're covered in the robe of yellow, the solar plexus, darling dear. You're being assertive, right? You've got passion, you've got drive, and you've got good ideas. Divine is still telling you to what? Push forward, whatever that true love is for you. It looks like it's getting a green light. Good God. What else do we need to know? I saw Queen of Swords flash up plus a Page of Cups. Your high ideals, your ideas, whatever you're thinking of, darling dear, you're locking on a good thing. Queen of Pentacles, if your work is your true love, if this is where what is giving you what? The battery in your back, you're about to see some movement, right? Two of Wands as you continue to turn your back on negative situations, taking the lesson from the situations and blocking out who needs to be blocked, darling dear. Block party, because you stand head and shoulders above. It's also about you standing your ground, Scotty, and speaking your truth to whomsoever wants to hear it, darling dear. This also is going to make you realize in the next 48 hours, whatever you've been focusing on and putting your love towards, darling dear, if it isn't a work situation, you're about to be coming on top, looking lovely, after leaving a situation with two different shoes. Somebody had you confused. This also speaks about your progeny, darling dear. Somebody's progeny is blocking them. Why is the progeny blocking them? Because this looks like the protector and provider. It speaks about not protecting and providing. Somebody's progeny's got them on the block game, darling dears. Where's my next card? Let's move on. I'm going to use this one. This goes to 8 of Wands. This is about you getting a breathing space, right? Could be breathing new life into a love situation or a new situation that's coming towards you, right? We see two queens. It could be two kings. Because I say gender is fluid in tarot, you may have a choice between two. One of them is going to have to be blocked because they have immature energies. But you're going to have to use your discernment, right? Because you are the red light, green light champion, darling dear. As am I, of 79, Pluto energy. This speaks about transformation, your evolution, as well as your shadow side and your death and rebirth, darling dear. You've made a new thing of yourself in a situation where it lacked true communication. You was dealing with somebody who was passive aggressive. You're about to give them the block game. True love could be love of self, darling dear, and self-preservation. Because you need to understand, my dear big cat Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. You pee glitter, you shit cupcakes, and you fart rainbows. Yeah, right. Let's move on. What are they envying from the nosebleed section? Over the next 48 hours, what are they envying? Listen, whoever's out there envying in the background, they're envying the fact that you're happy, right? They're upset about the fact that you're able to put the past behind you like a ponytail and still go on. Somebody will also be envying the fact that you're able to co-create, darling dear, as well as procreate. Listen, I'm stuttering, and it's a stumbling, stuttering, lisping bastardo whose cup, this rusty cup of opium, you're not having it. This person feels like a dumbass, a dickhead, right? And they're left behind her. They're looking at your happiness and they're envying the fact that you was able to overcome a situation where you're being gifted a new beginning. The Sun card comes with the Leo energy, darling dears. As well as what? The Four of Cups, Cancer energy. Somebody's casting this envious eye on the happiness that you're about to what? Work towards or acquiring. As you told them, two of these and one of those. I told you. Somebody don't want the situation to end, mate. And their mouth breathing as they spy on you with their Sputnik eyes. They're envying the fact that you managed to find happiness. This is also my marriage card. Some of you will be going into union. This union could also be a marriage, a partnership, darling dear. And they're a full-on blessing blocker. You saw it looking up. Somebody wants to block your blessings. Why? What's the matter with them? Because they ain't got it, blood. This person is disloyal, and it's about to be revealed to you in the next 48 hours. They're a procrastinator, right? A gold digger, right? And if they've got a vehicle, if they've got a chariot, it's a piece of shit, darling dear, that they should keep in the darkness. This is somebody that has no status in the community. It also speaks about the bad health. This person brings what? Negative vibes, darling dear. You can't breathe around them. Listen. And I said, breadcrumb in season, Brock Pocketus. This is 7 Pentacles on its face, right? Whomsoever, right, you're about to put down or put out of your life, darling dear, you realize it was a bad investment and nothing but wickedness was growing in that situation. This person is envying your lease on life. Are you about to kick your way into a new beginning? Darling dears, blessing blocker for sure. Must be left at the back with the rest of the pet cemeteryites. They, them, and wants you to stay in that situation. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth roof. Excusez-moi s'il vous plaît. Pinkies up. As I was saying, this person was a breadcrumb in your life, or you was always giving unto them. Your energy, your pentacles, everything was being given up in a situation where you have to find the happiness within yourself. Once you realize that they are a blessing blocker, leading with the negativity, the bitterness, the spite, and like to guilt you out, right? This is a situation that affected your mental health or will continue to affect your mental health. If you stay in this situation, you need to realize that you can attract whom you want in your life, darling dear. You're the Queen of Wands as well as the Queen of Pentacles, whether you are male or female, because gender is fluid. Base of the deck, darling dear. Drop it like it's hot. They're a burden and they know it, right? They are what? Codependent. Strength card, Leo card in their face, and they're effing liar, right? And they want you to be vulnerable when you must be strong. Capricorn energy, the devil on its face, darling dear. This is about you breaking away from that obsessive, jealous, envious energies. This is about boundaries, darling dear. This is you what? Releasing those binds or those chains that had you in a situation for some time. Negative codependent energy. Drop that burden, darling dear, because all they'll do is stab you again, and you're just getting over the last stabation, darling dear, to your back, front, and neck. This pretender to your throne. This person is bitter, jealous, unable to co-create. They're a thief. Yes, baby, a thief of your time and your energies. This is a high commander Decepticon, Pennywise son or daughter. Yes, baby. Somebody who what? Loves the ladies or the boys, darling dear. Love to be in thruples or put you in a thruple. Well, bitch, they're crying now because you're about to kick over that cup of opium and cognitive dissonance in the name of the Most High, because you wants to be solo dolo like the girls on the pole. This also speaks about your money will come up once you leave this situation of darkness where they don't like to see a happy face around them. Just an open pocket, handbag, or wallet, darling dear. Your Skrillers, your Pentacles. What do we need to know about your work? You better take that shit serious, Queen of Swords. You have experience, you have wisdom. And if you're taking yourself onto a new what? Situation, working situation, you have the experience to move forward. If you want the confirmation whether or not it's the time to leave a situation that's going nowhere fast, that's affecting your mental health in a king-like way, this is the time, darling dear. This is the time. The Queen of Swords is highly intelligent, darling dear. You've got 3 queens on the table. You have the energy of what? Passion, drive, right? Being creative. You have the energy of what? Being a wise counselor. This is somebody who has business acumen, and you're rolling with the Queen of Swords over the next 48 hours. My big cat, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Why are you the Queen of Swords? Because you can't stay with bottom feeders, bottom feed in. Temporary situations that are meant to what? Give you a lesson, darling dear. You're going to realize that you have the whole world in your hands and you can conquer it. But you have to remember, those temporary situations are only permanent. If you turn around, blood, I told you, red light, green light champion, keep your face forward, focusing on your goals, taking active movement to what you truly want on this Malkuth. Queen of Swords is somebody who listens to their spiritual downloads as well as is tapped in and turned up. with your third eye, your intuition and your discernment. This also speaks about a divorce. Some of you water signs will realize that you are being divorced or divorcing someone in the next 48 hours. It's going through, black. A miracle in some cases. I'm telling you, it's very hard to offload a bottom feeder, especially when they've got you by the short and curly. What's that? The trauma bonds, black. Base of the deck. You are a prototype of your lineage. You have your ancestral team at your back, which you can call at any time. They can't help you unless you ask. You've been gifted with all of their skills that they couldn't use in their time. Continue to listen to their guidance. You will hear it in you'll see it in your dreams. Some of you are clairaudient, clairvoyant, whatever. You've got them psychic skills, darling dears. Use them with your badass alchemist ways to create a future, realizing where you came from, where you were breadcrumbed and used abysmally. You are realizing who you are, right? Look, what did I just say? Give them your back. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power as you look towards your law 25, the rebirth and a new beginning of you. Because whatever you do, darling dear, you've got that work ethic. You can turn it around. Remember, you have the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck for the next 48 hours. Any more messages? We're going to go to my other deck. Elise Bennett, Namaste Big, was it fist bump? And who's that? Bethany, the pale one. Hello, Big Cat Wave, as well as what? Michelle Mosoon. Hello. Hello. Any more messages for my big cat Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio in the next 48 hours? Whomsoever you was around, you was a blessing in disguise. And it is a blessing in disguise that you've actually moved away from, darling dears. You might not see it through the DNS, but you are about to get great. Know this, the DNS is for knowledge, right? And don't allow those time travelers, those from the past, the one that you're trying to shake off, mate, right? Don't allow them to come back into your space and time continuum. In the upright, this is them wanting, wishing, playing double dutch in their effed up cranium. In the reverse, your energies ain't having it, blood. You was a blessing to them. They didn't appreciate you while you was there. Why would they appreciate you if you come back? Listen, your happiness comes first. Your mental health comes first. Blessing blocker is the brick behind you, the brick wall. You're a what? Sunflower. Or better yet, should I say a lotus? Yes. Because you see, a lotus flower will blossom even if its roots are in the dirtiest of waters. It's about knowing who you are, standing in your power. We saw the Emperor energy. What else do you need to know? This blessing blocker. Right? They're going to come, they're going to lead with, I don't deserve you. You better say, yes, you're right. That's all you got to say. Yes, you're right. That's it. And then you communicate with what? Love and light. Two of these, one of those. Right? They see you as a big fat missed opportunity. Oh, the blessing in disguise is now a missed opportunity when they breadcrumbed you. What else about this time traveler that you energetically aren't allowing back? Right? Because they want to inherit what you are about to lock into over the next 48 hours, darling dear, or what you bring to the table. I told you, you've got a work ethic that's off the chain, and they don't deserve you. They really don't. They, them, and arm. That's a lot of cards that fell off the back end, darling dear. But we'll read them and then we're out here. It's fake and fugazi, and it will set you back in your spiritual ascension, right? This person, you are not in a legal situation, so it's not a marriage. It could be a boyfriend, girlfriend, or that's my partner. You was paired up with what? The devil's strongest worker who sees you as a missed opportunity. Yeah? What? There's no healing in that situation, right? And you was never the only one. You was one of many. So you was dealing with a tree sloth blood with algae in their fur. This also speaks about an abortion and a miscarriage. This person that you're dealing with, right, if you're male, they lied about the pregnancy, right? Possibly there wasn't one or they got rid of it, right? You better cut them cords once and for all. And fortunately for you, darling dears, today's Friday, Venus Friday, for you to jettison into your spiritual bath. I lead with the Psalms 91, Psalms 51. And then I like to pepper it with Proverbs 31:10. Never you forget your worth, darling dear, and add tax. Fendi, Louis, Prada, Gucci never goes on sale. Somebody breadcrumbed you, brought you into a situation that they were unhealed in, darling dear, and it was all smoke and mirrors because of what you brought to the table. Know this, darling dear, you're about to what? Circumvent it and lock onto some miracle in the next 48 hours. And on that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Let them feel the weight of your shapely back, darling dears. And don't take them back. Let them watch from the nosebleed section as you're blessed in the next 48 hours. Namaste.